What's up, guys? Today I want to share with you something. One second. Poking me. Hope it doesn't fall. So, I want to share today something that is probably a big fear in a lot of people in my industry, and a big fear in probably a lot of people who want to provide services to anybody, right? Who's making a living while providing services for anyone, small businesses, any demographic, right? So basically, what I'm trying to do now is still rank websites on Google for small businesses, especially in the roofing industry, and getting my feet wet and learning a little bit on doctors and surgeons as well. But one of the biggest fears I have and fears I see in my whole industry is actual results. Okay, so what I'm talking about is that what I do is SEO, right? I do search engine optimization so that a business listing is shown higher on Google, right? Now, most people in my industry that I see is just tied to just that. As long as they have the skills to help a business or do the technicalities that's going to make that listing come up in the first page, that's all they need. And frankly, that's the main part of it, right? But it's missing another whole side to it. Now, I'm not talking about conversion rates and all the website stuff. It's more like a mindset, which I see that nobody's going to, or a lot of people are not really willing to address. And that is, if they're actually making business of the work you've done, right? And I thought this was only in SEO, but I see that this is everywhere, right? We pay for services for a lot of things that it gets up from, let's say you want to be at point Z. It gets you from A to C or A to B, whatever you want to see. The person providing the service doesn't care about you getting all the way. It only cares about doing the minimum or doing the amount that it says it has to do, or the service title is, until you are bound to pay, right? So for me, what does that look like? To a business owner, hey, I'm going to rank you for when people type in roofing contractors Bronx, I'm going to have you in the first page. All right. Once you're in the first page, you're going to be paying me monthly this much, and this is my rate, and that's it. Great. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good, right? This is what I really want to do. But at the same time, I don't really, it lets me not care that if they're really getting business off that, if their people are actually clicking that listing and calling them, if people are, if it's actually expanding their brand, right? It is a really hard time for me to think about in this way, especially because I'm struggling to rank websites in the first place, right? Due to current, Google's changes and stuff, as I said in previous videos. But it's a common theme that I see come up in many books, right? In business books, in success stories, and all these, it comes up, and I ignore it a little bit, right? This is how I know that it's like true. I ignore it a bit. I'm like, yeah, but I'm providing them services. But the final way, the real way to do the service would be to really find out about your industry, of what they do, how it works, the nitty-gritty things about it, and then see everything you can do to make it really easy for a business owner, at least in your spectrum, right? So what does that mean? Are you going to go out and put out flyers for your clients? No. So the reason a roofer would hire me to do the SEO is probably not just because they don't know how to do SEO. It's probably because they just don't know a lot about websites and the technology to start with, right? They don't know about conversion rate optimization. They don't know how to make somebody who does click here on a website, to convince them to actually call the phones. And frankly, a lot of people don't even know that they need to hire people who's going to be better on the phones, right? In my spectrum, these things are all available. I can call track, I can do conversion rate optimization, and I am learning to do SEO now, right? So it is almost my duty to make sure that when they sign up for SEO, I also help them with conversion rate optimization, and also even if they want to help them with their like call recordings, and help them maybe give them a script or how they can improve their service so more people who do call their business can get turn into more business. So yeah, it came out a lot more common sense than sounds like common sense when I say it, but it really isn't. And most SEOs, including myself, until very recently, would like run for the hills when you tell them about actual conversions, right? Like, let me put it like this: when you're signing your contract with a person that they're going to be paying $1,000 a month, all good and dandy. But if they were to put a metric that, hey, if at least 10 people don't call me per month, I am not obligated to pay for that month. Would you agree? Exactly. You already feel it. But we would use that number to make the sale, right? We would say like, all right, you see like 300 people search this, so about this many people would click it, and let's say about 15%, like calls, and then about how many does it take for you to get a sale? How many calls? They say like out of every 2 or 3 calls I get a sale. All right, so we're looking at about 13 to 15 clients every month. But if you were to put that as a minimum, like, okay, 13 to 15 clients we're saying, but at least 8, would you even say that? Most people wouldn't, right? It means that you don't completely, at least I don't completely fully believe in just SEO, right? Just ranking alone is not going to do it. You really have to be that one-stop place where you really serve your client all the way through to stand out. Even if it's not stand out just to make the sale, it will make you stand out once you get a few clients and they give you reviews, because they'll be so much happier than you just helping them with their SEO results, right? Now, when I say it like that, it makes more sense, doesn't it? So yeah, guys, like I said, it's a hard time for me to think this way, but I am going to get out of this in this way. I am going to come up with a way to serve people that I can put a guarantee on my services, that they can be having a peace of mind that they are paying for something that are giving them a higher return on investment, and continuing my service while being happy without me having to hold them down in a contract or get something that I'm not really due to it, right? All right, so let me see. Now that I said that, what else do I want to add to this? Because really what it comes down to is a mindset thing, right? I'm reading all these books on people who do this, and these are not lies. Like, these are all these books on success and stuff, people saying like, yeah, they did it like that, then they failed, it didn't work out because they were thinking short term. It's a common sentence again, it goes over our head. Okay, they were thinking short term, but when we actually start doing the business, we think short term too, because that's just how it works. In the beginning, it's hard to think long term. It's hard to think long term when you're struggling and when you're in the beginning. But that is why you have these books. This is why I read this shit, which is a signal for me to be the one to be like better, the one that will stand out in terms of service, right? It's why these common things come up. They say like, to really be able to sell something well, you need to believe in it, right? That's another common sentence always said, yeah, you need to believe in it. Well, a lot of people sell stuff they don't really believe in that much, but they're really good at selling it. It's because they believe in the system of how it works, right? So for example, people might think that, oh, you must be only selling things that you really believe in. That means I have to be like, oh, I really believe on the art of SEO and how the rankings go up in Google. It's just a beautiful thing. It's been my passion since I was a little kid to see these listings in this screen go up. Is that what it's talking about? No. What it means is that you will know you believe in the system when it's like, duh, why the fuck won't this work? You're really talking to yourself like, holy fucking shit. People are gonna buy this left and right. I can close people on this all day, because this is, why wouldn't they buy this? This is like, they're spending like $500,000 and they're getting $20,000-$30,000. Well, then why the hell wouldn't they buy this? This is exactly when you get to that point and you're selling yourself. That's what it means that you believe in what you sell. It doesn't mean that you were forever since you're born, you're passionate about the thing, it just means that whatever you're selling, you really believe that as a no-brainer that it serves the person who's going to be buying it. I'll end with that note. That was a pretty good one. Peace.